Hello, hi, everyone. God, how lovely to see so many of you on here already. I've got some rather cross little paws and hooves because I realised that I'd scheduled this live when it's their feeding time. So I'm going to have some serious apologies to do to the guinea pigs, the cats, the dogs, and the horses afterwards, but I'm sure they'll wait. And Just Joe has got his glass of wine at the ready. Hope I've got one too. I haven't, Joe, but I wish I'd thought of that. I thought since it was quite early, I might get a few too many frowning faces, but my husband and daughter have gone off to watch the football. So I've got an evening of catching up on work and emails. So I will certainly be having my glass of wine in front of the fire. And everyone, I have got my usual sage burning across here. So if you see lots of smoke wafting, don't worry. It's not going to be, well, it might be some spirits joining me. Tell me if you see the spirits. But how is everyone doing? First of all, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We have got people, I love this, meow, what a fantastic thing. That we all know cats are my absolute favourite. From Michigan, we've got Just Joe from Leeds, UK, good old Leeds. I love Leeds. We've got the fantastic Andrea, who honestly I couldn't manage without Andrea. She's such a help to me. And also, she's just such a positive person. And this is one of the things I really wanted to talk about today. I've got loads to talk about today. So I want to be hearing from how you're all in there, how you're all doing from different parts of the world. So please do put that in the chat and I'll try and keep up with it. But let's start with the possibility of the positivity. At the moment, every single person who's watching this will be in a different state. We're and I don't mean state where you live, I mean different emotional states, because we're all living in different parts of the world. We've got different support networks around us or not. Some people have got health challenges. We've all got different challenges we're dealing with. There's probably quite a few people that might be having work challenges at the moment with everything going on. So one of the things I wanted to say, look, see what specs I'm wearing. Keep losing them still. It's a joke. Obviously, it's telling me I need to actually heal my eyesight. I'm only actually wearing my specs. I only wear them when I'm normally on lives because the comments are so small by the side that if I don't wear my specs, I can't see the comments. But when I get my big screen that I'm saving up for, I might not need them, which would be fantastic. So I love the fact that your goats love me as well. I have always wanted goats, Jenna. See how easy I am to push off target. As soon as someone mentions cats or goats, when I get my even bigger expanded animal sanctuary with all my lovely people working with me on that, I just love goats. My mum and I have always wanted goats, so they will be on the list. So we've got lots of very positive people in the chat, and this is why I really love you lot, because a few others having a glass of wine. Yeah, we should be watching Michael Jaco. We're going to have a look at what's going on the border, because a few of you are saying about a war at the border, and if anyone is involved in that at the moment, please tell us how you are, and we're all sending love. In terms of what's going on, positivity, I'm noticing, like Mandy saying, a lot of people up and down emotionally. I think this is really, really true. There's a lot of people that are so up and down emotionally. I think we need to have compassion for that, because all of us are having different things hitting us at a different time. A lot of my friends, my really good friends, are just as passionate about their animals as I am, and as a lot of you are. And over the last 2 weeks, 3 of my really good friends have had to have their horses put down, which is absolutely tragic, absolutely tragic. And these are all people that have just offered their horses really loving homes. Now, one of them was very old, and so that was quite expected. And, you know, this is part of life's journey. But a couple of them weren't. And I think, you know, these stresses that hit people at different times, we all love our animals so much. We all love our families. Well, some of them. I'll come on to that in a minute. But no, in all seriousness, we do. Slap myself for being so naughty. We do always have different challenges. So let's all be compassionate to people. One of the things I'm noticing in not just on my videos, but other people's videos, and other of my friends are commenting on this and sharing this with me, is there's a lot of people that are not putting nasty comments of videos, but very much like, I can't afford this, it's not for me, or this isn't for you. And I want us all to remember that not every person, not every video, and not every message is for you. So we're all at different stages of awareness, whatever you want to call it, in different parts of our lives. So, for example, I might have a really good understanding of medical and holistic health, because that's been my passion for at least 30 years. So herbs, essential oils, natural remedies, CDS, bicarbonate, alkalizing your body, mind, body, spirit balance, stress, diet, all the pollutants. I've had such a varied career. I've had so many different varied careers over my lifetime. I've been an environmental expert, project management, telecoms. So all these things that I've pulled together and had knowledge that I've learned at all the different stages, plus my own private research. But I'm not the person to ask about cryptocurrencies, although I am going to come on to that and ask your opinion on that. So if you see a message on a video and it's not for you, just let it go and perhaps think before writing that comment. Because if you didn't want to know perhaps about products that you can buy to improve certain health issues, just give a thought that lots of other people might have asked for that information. So you might have information and live a very healthy lifestyle and not have any health complaints and not want that information, and that's fine. That means that video is not for you. But a lot of other people are really desperate for that information. And actually, at the moment, I'm getting loads and loads of emails from people that are I am looking at your comments. So I'm going to come back to those in a minute. I am, getting loads of information for people that are looking for new, exciting careers to do things where they're helping others. So that's an area I'm really passionate about. I've been working for myself for about 20 years now and never look back. I would never be employed by anyone else. I love the flexibility. I love being able to do what I'm passionate about in a way that I want to do it. And therefore, one of the things that I'm really trying to share with people is also, for those that want it, opportunities where that can start them in that direction. So just remember, whether it's my videos, whether it's anyone else you'll listen to, you do not have to resonate with everyone. Sometimes that information won't be with you, but perhaps actually think twice before putting a negative comment and think, what energy am I giving back? Because let's be honest, myself, Andrea, who's on here, all the other people that you might be listening to, it might look like we're all just sitting here having nice chats, but it's actually, we put so much time, effort, love, hopefully positivity into this, because it's something we're really passionate about connecting with amazing like-minded people like you guys. So I think what's really important is, I always think, my mum, a lot of people's parents say, if you can't think of anything nice to say, don't say it. And I, most of the time, unless I've had those few glasses of wine, try and take that on board, because we don't know what other people are going through. And sometimes it's really, really important to think, is this going to add something positive to the situation, or am I better off just keeping quiet? So I wanted to just put that across, because I think it's really, really important that we think about the impact our words and our thoughts and words, whether we speak or type them, have energy. Hi, Margaret. We've got some new people here. Thank you. When our words and thoughts and everything have energy, I think there's no one watching on here today that doesn't want the best and doesn't want to move forward into the new world. I've seen some comments about Jasara and people wanting to open up animal sanctuaries and things like that, and all the positive things people wanted to do it. And I think, what we've got to do is, every time we put something down in writing or say it verbally, not only are we creating our own reality, but we're also putting that butterfly effect, the ripple effect out into the universe. So I'm really concentrating. It's not happy clappy and not talking about people's problems, far from it. but I am trying to do things from a kind point of view, and I think that's just really important. Here's a thing from Taskmaster. I don't know your real name. He bought the substance that's up on the screen here and emailed the company with a couple of questions. They're brilliant and super helpful. They really are. BioTrax, I promote BioTrax. Yes, I do get a small commission from them, but I promote them because I've spoken to them so many times and they are so passionate about what they do. Similarly, the Institute of Biophysics, who do the word that I can't say about this product that's on the screen, do the course, the introductory course on how to use this substance. They are such wonderful people and so passionate what they do. Pat, lovely Pat. Hi Pat, how you doing? Love you, Pat. The video with Clayton Thomas about the pineal gland and cleansing the pineal glands. And yes, it is using a product called Roots. And that is something I have an affiliate link with. And so when people do buy from that, I do make some commission on that. But everyone who knows me knows I only promote products that I'm really passionate about, from the company, from the ethics, from the efficacy. So I really check these things work before I would dream of actually there's something funny coming up here, that before I would dream of promoting something. And what I'm promoting with the Roots brand, for example, this is a perfect example of what I was just talking about. They are one of the most ethical companies I've come across, sort of them and PURIUM, and actually Rocketto, the dog food company that I work for. But unfortunately, that's only for people in Europe and the UK. We can't ship it to America because of the legislation of shipping meat products. But I work with these companies because they're so ethical. I've got another brilliant that I'll be doing an interview with, CBD product, with someone that I've been working with for 5 years now, the most amazing young man. Anyone in Britain, young man, but he is a young man. Everyone's young compared to me now. So I think, please take a board. If you're actually interested in starting a new career, look at some of these, because it's really important that you can actually start benefiting from things like that as well. So yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff coming. Share the information, take what resonates with you, leave the rest, be kind. Someone did say to me this week, it was really fashionable. They're like, oh, and you just keep walking around with your be kind written across your bosoms, because I've got a t-shirt that says be kind. And they said it in a derogatory way, but I thought, I love wearing positive affirmations on my clothes, because you're constantly reaffirming that energy. And hey, if it works for me, I'm going to do it regardless of what they've said. Mike, please tell us more about the med beds being made by 9 corporations. It's so exciting. So you've got a lovely lot of people, a lot of animal lovers on here. I really, really love that. And yes, chia seeds absolutely can be used for cats as well as dogs. They're fantastic. My cats love the chia seeds. I was just asking that one. So this week I've had some lovely conversations as always. I've had the beautiful Janine. I mean, Janine just gets better and better and better as far as I'm concerned. The people I'm speaking to, they're so genuine and so lovely. And I think you can tell when someone's really on purpose. People have commented she looks younger, she's confident, she's assertive in what she's saying. She's absolutely not asking anyone to agree with her. And this is the difference. We can be confident. We can be confident in our message, but not be attached to anyone else having to agree with us. So that's really, really good. Thank you, Carol, for the good feedback on BioChats. I absolutely love them. So yeah, Janine is so full of light and she's glowing, and she's glowing because she's on purpose. And my biggest desire is to see people being on purpose. I absolutely love what I do. I love working with the animals. I've seen some of the most amazing animal clients this week, beautiful dog clients, horse clients, amazing people working, some in person, some over the world. And I am so lucky because I really love the fact that the people that are being drawn to work with me are really, they're so open to really wanting the best for themselves and the animals. And I couldn't ask for more. So I really do feel I'm the luckiest person in the world with the people that have actually you know, that are drawn to work with me. And not everyone will be drawn to work with me, because as you know from watching these videos, I'm very blunt. You know, I do a lot of animal communication work, and it's one of my favorite things. Oh, sorry, I've just seen that. I'm so sorry, Colleen S. I'm so sorry. Can we all send Janine S, sorry, Colleen S, some real love? I'm really sorry to hear that. But yeah, I'm really lucky with who I work with. I'm not for everyone. One of my favorite consults that I do is the animal communication, because what never ceases to amaze me is how our animals just know everything about us. But one of the things I love about working with animals is they really say it as it is. So it's a bit like talking to a young child. You know how a young child will say if someone's fat, they'll say if they smell, they'll say if they like of the food, they say if they don't. They don't actually you know, have a filter. And Mary says she loves blunt, and I love blunt, because it's so long as it's done in a kind way, and animals always do it in a kind way. So yeah, it's really special when you're communicating with animals. And I only work with people on the animal communication side of things that are genuinely wanting to listen and take on board what their animals are saying. So I'm very fussy who I take on with that. And my current clients, I cannot tell you how amazing they are, just so amazing. So thank you for that. So this week, I also, as well as speaking to the lovely Clayton about the pineal gland, which is something I'm so passionate about, because when we open up our intuition, and there's loads of different ways to do that, what we were talking about this week was one way to start the process. But when you're working with your intuition, everything around you gets easier. You attract the right people, the right things, the right opportunities, the right circumstances into your life, and it makes it very easy to make the decisions that are in your best interest and your family's best interest. So working with intuition, and that's why I love working with animals so much, is so important. You know, so I'm speaking to Jean-Claude on Monday. I love Jean-Claude. Again, I know I say these people, I love it. And I'm a typical British person. A lot of us Brits do not say that lightly. I don't use that word. There's not many people I say I love. I'm going to talk about Daniel Craig in a minute. But in all seriousness, the people that I'm connecting with now are very genuine, in my opinion. And we've got a real connection, and we're really passionate about just trying to share our journeys and help create the future that we all want. So on that note, I spoke to Bryce from Esoteric Atlanta this week. Has anyone seen that interview? I absolutely love that. Love Bryce. I think she's absolutely amazing. She's so positive. She's so vibrant. She's a massive animal lover. And I will be on her channel, Esoteric Atlanta. She's just back from a week's ban this Tuesday. So if anyone gets a chance to hop over and watch that, I might be able to put it up on my channel as well. I don't know. I haven't asked her yet. But so I'm going to be speaking on Monday. I am speaking to Medina from who did, I don't know if any of you saw her soul healing sessions that she's done with Jean-Claude and Janine, and she's also been on my lovely friend David Cohen from Australia's channel. That's a lovely video if you want to hop off over to David's channel and watch that, David Cohen. So I'm speaking to Medina on Monday, which I'm really excited about, because we are going to be talking about soul healing and animal healing, and just talking again, Australia, UK, what's happening across the world. So that's really nice. Yes, Bryce has done some amazing videos with Medina. Then on Monday night, I'm doing a live with Jean-Claude, which will be dual streamed to my channel and his. So please do hop on and watch that and ask us questions, because I love those live chats, because we're never sure what's going to come up. Then on Tuesday, where's my list? What I'm doing this week? On Tuesday, where is my list? What I'm doing? I've got Bryce on her channel, and my lovely Dr. Timo about animal health. And then on Wednesday, I have got my usual with Janine. I love my chats with Janine. So if people have questions they want to ask me, please email them. Don't put them under the videos because it's impossible to keep up with all the comments under the videos. So please, please do that. And yes, it's absolutely amazing group we've got here. Just going back to asking Janine about Rick Mail, I did ask about that. We did that in one of our other shows, and it did show, I think, that he was still on the Earth plane, I think. So I've got Bryce, then I've got Wednesday, I've got Janine, but I've also got Julia and Carly, Soul Sisters from Australia, and that's going to be the first time I've spoken to them. So I will be putting that up on my channel. It will be a pre-record, and then we'll put it up on YouTube on Wednesday. I think they're really, really lovely ladies. I love their energy. I love what they're doing. So that's going to be really fun to have my first chat with them. And then hopefully on Thursday, I will be doing another one with Andy Mills on empowering yourself to health, because Andy's a real health nut. Now, one of the things I did want to ask you about, anyone, yeah, John Claude's lovely, isn't she, Dawn? Anyone into cryptocurrencies here, would you like me? I've got a couple of people that have asked me to do shows with them on cryptocurrencies on various different aspects of it. So I've got one person who's got a new company that's setting up that's going to help people like me who aren't into trading cryptos but would like to get into it, about to start. And I've got a couple of other people have asked me. Now, is that something that you would like? So put in the comments and let me know whether you'd like that. And I'm saying about, yeah, Gala Lucy, a couple of people. Yes, I have spoken to Gala Lucy a couple of times in the past, quite a while ago, and I will be doing another one with her. She's a really lovely lady, very special, very, very talented. It's just at the moment I'm trying to sort of fit in with different timescales and also get some of I've got loads of brilliant animal health courses coming. So to add to the dog and cat nutrition ones we've got some other ones, and I need to free up some time to do that. Yes, I agree. I love silver as well. So let me know what you used to think. Yeah, Crypto for Dummies, a few of those. No idea how to access them, so it would be a help. So yeah, let's if you've got suggestions for people or things that you'd like to send them across, please do send me an email. All my links under video. I get so many comments on YouTube saying I can't find that link. Andrea, who I'm now going to call Wonder Woman, is really helping me get organized. So under each video there's a little down arrow, and if you click on that, it will bring up all my links to email addresses, products, websites, etc. So please do have a look at that, because otherwise it's so annoying when people just keep messaging me saying, how do I find this? How do I do that? When you've gone to the effort of putting the links below. So, you know, try and have a look at that. And yeah, quite a lot of you saying yes, they would like some crypto ones. A lot of you very into silver. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so I will have a look at that. And again, if people want it, they can look at it, and if people don't, they can just skip over that one. So as Andrea said, every single video has all the links below. So if you scroll down there, you'll see them all. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, if I just share my screen, right. So on my catherineedwards.life video, webpage, you will see the different tabs. You've got the home tab, you've got videos, you've got products, where all the products that I recommend are on there. I've got a few new ones coming, okay? And soon you will see a page for consults, because I am actually I'm going to put my consults on this website and keep the CatherineEdwardsAcademy.com website for the courses that I'm doing. Let's you know, keep a look on my website first. So if you're asking where do I buy a product, always please go to the CatherineEdwards.life website and then look on the products tab. I only have products on here that I personally use and recommend. So please do have a look on that first, and then if you can't find the information, come across to and ask me. And then if you're emailing me, I would ask a request, please put something really clear in the subject matters, because there's a few people I need to get hold of that have asked things about courses and things like that. And what I would encourage you to do is, if you're emailing me, put a very clear what it's about and the subject matter, because quite frankly, I get so many emails. It's my job tonight to go back and respond to some of you, that it's really impossible for me to find yours again. You know, if a few hours go past and hundreds more have come in, then if it's not clear in the subject matter, I'm just not going to find it again and I'm going to miss it. So yeah, so that's fine. If you've got questions on animal advice, today's not the today's not the place to ask it. Go on, please, to my lives that I do with Timo every week and ask there, because if you've got a thing about an elderly female cat with kidney failure, thyroid problems, high blood pressure, the first thing you need to do is look at the diet. That comes to everything. Are these, I'm not going to read this out, as effective as the kit? Yes, they are, if you activate it properly, but it's a lot more expensive to do it that way. So if you just want something that's convenient to get you started quickly, but it's not, it's a lot more expensive to buy it ready-made than to make your own. So please do join my Telegram channel, because Andrea and I post all the relevant stuff on there, and we do not fill it with chat and rubbish. We really don't. So there's a lot of stuff, you're all aware, that I cannot share on this channel. So we put it on the Telegram channel, and that's where we really share information. So I really would encourage you to do that, and also to sign up to my newsletter. I will be getting a newsletter out this week. I absolutely promise. I've been a bit slow with that. So what else did I want to cover? I've got some new courses coming very soon on the Catherine Edwards Academy. So please put a look out for that, because these are ones that everything we learn about how to look after our pets' health is equally appropriate for ourselves. So when Timo and I are doing videos on, say, the microbiome, that's equally important to our own microbiome. It's just Timo and I prefer furry creatures to humans, so we prefer to talk about them. So that's really, really good. And what else did I want to say? Oh, donations. I'm hoping that I've written to everyone who's so kindly donated. I know at the moment you have got a lot on your plate anyway. You've got loads of people, loads of brilliant causes that people are asking for. So that's why I just leave it all completely voluntary for people. But please do know that every single donation, doesn't matter whether it's £1 or some people have been incredibly generous. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, because I do have my own little animal sanctuary. It's 3 elderly horses. Well, one's not very elderly. He's only 22, but the others are. At the moment, I've got 5 cats, 3 dogs, 3 guinea pigs. And it doesn't sound a lot, but I tend to get the animals that have perhaps quite a lot of issues, that not always, but quite a few of mine are, that other people haven't been able to sort out. So it's a lot of them have got very specialist needs, which is wonderful. And I love nothing more than spending time with my animals. And I certainly get as much help back from them as I give them. But for example, this week, anyone in the UK, we've had terrible storms this week, and my whole feed room and hay room flooded. So I've been up at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to deflood that, and had to buy a dehumidifier and things like that. I've also got a lot of repair works to do to stables, guinea pig sheds, fencing, etc. It's an ongoing thing. So if anyone does want to, as Andrew's put the link here, buy me a coffee, buy me a herb, it really does make such a difference, and it all goes to the animals, although I am also saving up for a new computer screen so I can actually read your comments easier. Leslie, very strange. Expert in ER push the. I wouldn't even let them put a solo and take up food. I use the doctor. Yeah, it's really strange what's happening with people. Really, really strange. Julie's suspended on Twitter. I think there's lots of us suspended on different platforms. So yeah, I'm, just be very careful. I'm not asking. I know a lot of people can't, and it's absolutely fine. I don't expect any donations. I'm just saying there because I just wanted you to know how appreciated you are, and anything I do get, I promise you, gets put to very, very good use, and all the animals are extremely grateful. Someone here would love a cat sanctuary. Absolutely. So I just adore cats so much. Am I near Andover? I'm probably about an hour from Andover. So I don't want to say on here exactly where I am, but if you want to email me, Albino Turtle, I can say where I am. I absolutely, anyone who is loving and trustworthy and would like to help with the animals, I would be delighted, because it is a lot to fit into the day. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not moaning about that at all. But because I work, I've got a two-legged family, I do these videos, I am like Benny Hill running everywhere, and Andrea will vouch for that at 90 miles an hour, because it's a lot of really great stuff to fit into a day. So I think that's probably, lots of things I did want to talk about. Has everyone seen the thing about Alexia? Thank you, Albina Turkle. You'll email me. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Look at the petrol diesel prices shooting up. That's going to affect everyone, isn't it? And make us sort of probably more conscious of where we do go and how we do spend our time. What on earth do you all think is happening with this Alec Baldwin thing? I mean, how weird is that? Whether we believe Alec Baldwin is the real Alec Baldwin or not, this story has got to be a message in somehow. I mean, surely to goodness, this is the most ridiculous thing. And, if anyone else shoots someone by mistake, surely they're arrested for manslaughter. I don't know. I'm not a legal expert, but it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever ever heard, really. So what do you all think is happening about that? If Janine hasn't already done on it, I'm sure she'll do it before I speak to her on Wednesday, but I will be asking her about it. Lots of things saying that it's happening, as you say, on the border between the USA and America. So we're all keeping an eye on that. So I think it's really important about that people, all of us in this community, we tell people what's actually happening, because we're all spread all over the globe, and there is an awful lot of people that are spreading a lot of misinformation on both sides. So what I think is lovely in all of these chats is, tell us what's really happening where you are, because we're never quite sure in terms of what's really really happening and what's true and what's not, because one thing we've learned is we can't really believe much of what we see on the media. I do hope, we've had in the UK news that Queenie, try not to laugh when I say it, hasn't been very well. What do you all think is going to happen for that? Do you think this is the build up? Janine and I talked about this in our latest video, in terms of this has got to be a build up, so surely some announcement coming. You can see it coming. So let's all keep our eye on that. So there's lots happening. I mean, most of it's on Telegram, and I think most of us don't want to spend our whole life on the internet. I think that's really, really important. But equally, it's quite nice to, if you're seeing good things, share them around so we can see, particularly things that have been verified as accurate. I know that Queenie, honestly, got to laugh. I have, I say, on numerous occasions volunteered to have the corgis, because that's all I'm really concerned about, quite frankly. I think her horses will be well cared for. So I think there's lots of weird things happening. The most important thing, and I think I'm seeing a very, very positive things, all of you in the chat. This is really funny. So Darren, that's really funny. I wish the reptile Queenie to return to her dimension and leave us alone. Yeah, and I think it's really, you know, there's some really lovely reptiles. I love normal lizards and snakes, and I feel sorry for the poor reptiles. It's like when people call people sheep. You know, poor reptiles. Some lizards are really lovely, but not the human version, or the ones that pretend to be human. Yeah, wondering if the London Bridge is happening soon. Yeah, it's really very interesting. So lots of weird things happening. I'm not seeing anyone in the chat slipping into a fear vibration, and I really love that. I think we've got to tune in with our information, our intuition, open up our pineal gland, go into heart-brain coherence, try and discern what is true for us and what isn't, and what positively we can do about it. This is some very funny comments about Queenie. So I think, you know, I'm seeing a lot of really positive things here for people, lots of people who don't do fear. So I think, you know, this doesn't really apply to your audience, but this audience, because you all look in a really good balanced state. And even if you, what I have noticed throughout the comments, which I love, is even if you who are saying that you've had an up and down week and things like that, you've also said what positive steps you've done to take to deal with that. So a few of you were saying you went out for walks. A couple of you were talking about certain products that have really helped you. Absolutely, cats are the best weather, best therapy. So absolutely. I think, you know, I love the fact that everyone in this tank is sort of saying, yeah, I'm having a bad week. This is what I'm doing about it. So well done, you deserve a pat on the back. And the more of us that do that, the more we can be an example. Oh, the final thing I did want to say, unless anything goes, oh, so I've got to interrupt for this. Yes. Now, I shared, Stephanie, I shared on my Telegram channel. A lot of you will have seen the Stu Peters interviewing an English chap. I can't remember, Andy P, I think it was. He's really good, the other guy, so I should remember his name. Talking about how there's a legal case apparently that's been accepted in the UK, really tragic, that a child has died from this, and the police have actually given it a case number. So I think we're starting to see some movement here. It's going to be too late for a lot of people. But I think in terms of what's happening, that we are starting to see some things. So if anyone finds out any more about that story, please email me and I can share it for everyone. And yes, we are we've had torrential rain where I've been for sort of like 2 days in a row, hence the fact for the first time ever my feed and hay store completely flooded, which is all I needed. But it could have been worse. My guinea pigs were safe, the horses were safe. I'm very lucky that my horses have got a lot of nice room to get out of the bad weather if they want to, a lot of choice of where they go, so they're a lot better off than a lot of others. Oh, Pat, that's lovely. I'm really lovely to hear that. But you know, I couldn't help but sit awake all night at the storms, because I knew a lot of other horses weren't in good situations. So, you know, let's thank our lucky stars for what we can do for those. And I love the fact, Pat, that you've been looking after the horses and the donkeys and everything. How wonderful. Red Dawn, you make dolls and jewelry, trying to make extra to give away for Christmas. That's really, really lovely. So let's, you've all done some really good things. You're a really positive lot. I thank you for that. And that is why we enjoy these so much. Let's see what this week sends. Sending love to all of you that is having a bad time of it. I think we are all, I think we're all being called loonies still. That's what I wanted to say before I got distracted by the horses. I have noticed a real change with people close to me, where suddenly the fear agenda has really got to them. So I won't mention any names, but there's a lot of people that I've interacted with this week that have been like, oh, have you seen the cases are going up? Oh, have you seen it's all the that are causing it, this and that. So somehow they're still managing to massively push the propaganda. It's absolutely awful. So are you noticing that, anyone? Are you noticing that this is happening. You know, it's really awful. I've noticed people who'd gone quite quiet about it all had got quite venomous about how dangerous the things are and what a risk to society we are, and how we must all start wearing masks again and almost wanting another lockdown. It's quite unbelievable. So yeah, it's just awful, just absolutely awful. So yeah, I'm wondering why. I mean, I obviously don't actually think that, well, I don't know why. I haven't watched the mainstream news, so I don't know why they're seeing that. But there must be something. Yeah, so quite a lot of you are saying that it's the same thing, that are saying this. So they're obviously having another real push. So I think that's quite funny as well. And this is quite, yeah, some very interesting points, all of you as well. So yeah, so it's not just me noticing it then. I'd rather it was just me, because unfortunately it's quite sad that they're propaganda. But we'll keep going, guys. We're gonna keep going, and we will. The best way to show people that we're right is to be the healthiest, happiest versions of ourselves we can be. Because when you are truly exuding health and happiness, people can't help to notice it. Oh my God, I need to plug my battery in. It's just about to run out. So thank you so much for joining us. Just frantically plugging my battery in. It's amazing how quickly it goes. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We will go live again next week. If you email me, put a clear comment in the subject box so I don't lose it, and I do actually get back to you if I can. If you've got suggestions for things you'd like to see covered, let me know, and have an amazing week. I do agree with that, Russell. That's why I'm always, don't you love it now when you can say, I'm always wearing protection? Do you get the smutty innuendo? But isn't it funny? We're talking about a new type of protection this time. This is my EMF protection, my Q-link. So that's my smutty joke for the evening. Love you all. Thank you so much. Andrea, thank you so much. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah. Email me the questions if you want to. Yeah. And be the best versions, if you can, of yourselves that you can. Enjoy life and live for today, because life is for living. Love you all. Bye.